remember interviewing a woman. We did a story about fake pharmaceuticals and why I think it's 20 million Americans that can't afford their pharmaceuticals, so they go to places like Mexico and online to Indian pharmaceutical companies or fake and buy medication that sometimes works, but a lot of times is counterfeit and is bad and actually can kill you. And I remember interviewing the head of this big lobby, one of the biggest DC lobby groups for pharmaceutical companies, and asking her, and she was very happy to be on the show because we were talking about counterfeit, right? And she thought she was going to be able to just talk about how bad counterfeit medications are and how important it is to buy the real medications from real pharmacies. And I was asking her, but what does it say about the pharmaceutical companies and the healthcare system in this country when 20 million Americans can't afford their life-saving medications? What do you think that says? And she says, oh, I don't, the medications, they're too expensive. And I asked her, have you ever actually spent time with anyone who's struggling to buy their medications? As the head of this pharmaceutical lobby, have you spent time with any of these people? She was like, no. Like straight out, no. How can you represent the pharmaceutical companies? Know that one of the biggest problems we have in this country is that people cannot afford these medications and not have spent one single minute with a person who has a hard time affording these medications, right? It's not actually understanding the problem or wanting to know the people that are being affected by these problems.
And the medications are so expensive. Some medications are so ridiculously expensive. And you realize they don't have to be that expensive. A company making massive amounts of profit.
And paying their CEOs millions of dollars. And
then you got a dirty-ass business because they sponsor all the news. Like, brought to you by Pfizer. Anderson Cooper, brought to you by Pfizer.
That's bananas in this country.
The issue is now the media won't criticize their drugs.